students, today we are going to discuss the topic the conservation of probability density. Consider a particle which is moving along the x-axis. The probability of finding the particle in the element dx is given by p dx is equal to psi star psi dx. Within this element dx, so we have multiplied dx on the both sides. Okay. So psi xt is the normalized wave function which is associated with the particle. So as time progresses, because psi is a function of t, psi star also would be a function of t. So it means the probability will vary from point to point, from element to element. Okay. So the flow of probability density, how the probability density is varying with the time. This is called the probability density current. So to find this, the flow of probability density, we will do the differentiation of probability with respect to time. Okay. So let's consider the expression for the probability density current to probability to find the particle in the element between x1 and x2. Okay, so P is continuous, then it means the summation would change to your integration. Okay, so this is integration with respect to x, and from x1 to x2, because we have taken only we have taken a small element like x1 to x2 we are taking. Suppose this is the x line, so we are just taking a small part from x1 to x2. So this is what we are taking. So integration of this will give integration of this. This is what we have. So if I am going to calculate the flow probability density, then I would time rate change of probability, I would consider this part. So d by dt I would consider this is psi star psi dx. So differentiation of this function, because this is a product of two functions psi star and psi. So here u into v formula would be applied. We will keep u as it is and differentiation of v plus v differentiation of u. This is what we will write. So as you know, this is the time dependent Schrodinger equation. Okay. So you can see that in your derivation part we need to calculate the conjugate of psi, as well as we need to find this term. Okay. So this is your psi, this is your equation in which psi terms are there. This is time dependent Schrodinger equation. This I have written here. First I would take the complex conjugate of this equation. The complex conjugate will give you, as I have told you earlier, that psi would change to psi star and iota would change to minus iota. Okay. If there is minus iota, that would change to iota. If psi star is there, then it would change to psi. So this is in this way I can write, like whenever you are taking the complex conjugate of any equation, the real part would change to iota would basically change to minus iota. Okay, real part would remain as it is. So here we are saying, writing here minus iota h cut curly psi star by curly t is equal to minus h cut square by 2m curly 2 by curly x square with respect to psi. This was psi, so here I would write psi star plus v psi star. So this is what this is the Schrodinger equation, and this is the complex conjugate of Schrodinger equation. So as you can see, we have this equation like d by dt of p dx is equal to, this was from x1 to x2, this is equal to x1 x2 psi star curly psi by curly t plus psi curly psi star by curly t. Okay. So now what I am going to do, I am just calculating this part. Okay. So you can see here is curly psi by curly t. Curly psi by curly t. So you should multiply this equation by psi star to get this part, and here we have curly psi star by curly t. So we will multiply this whole equation by psi. Then we will add both equation. Okay, so let's see how we can write this. So iota h cut psi star curly psi by curly t is equal to minus h cut square by 2m psi star curly 2 psi by curly x square plus v psi star. Okay, and with this part I can write minus iota h cut psi star curly psi by curly t along with psi. So psi I am writing here is equal to minus h cut square by 2m and psi curly 2 psi star by curly x square and plus v psi star psi. So this is what I have got with me. So as you can see, we need to make this part. So you can see that here is the negative sign. So if I would add both these equation, the negative sign would appear here. I don't want to do this. I want to make here positive sign. So how I would do? I would simply subtract both equation. When I would subtract, the signs would change. So the negative would change to positive, and here also it would change to positive, and this would change to negative quantity. So you can see there both components are same. So these terms would cancel out, and I would have iota h cut. I can keep it common. So this is psi star curly psi by curly t plus this positive sign psi and curly psi star by curly t. So we have made exactly this part. Okay, and this is equal to, you can write here, minus h cut square by 2m, and you can see psi star curly 2 psi by curly x square along with, because this is positive, we have already taken negative, so minus sign would appear here, psi curly 2 psi star by curly x square. So I have got this part instead of this. So this is equal to this. So I can see, now I will move to here. Now you can see this, that iota h cut would move here. So it would be divided by this part. So resulting equation is like, you have psi star curly psi by curly t plus psi curly psi star by curly t is equal to iota h cut by 2m psi star curly psi by curly x square minus psi curly 2 psi by curly x square. We have done it earlier. So this is what we have. Now we are using this result in this equation, because basically we need to calculate the probability density current. So instead of this, we will write this equation. So this is what we have written here. The rest is a simple part, because we need to integrate by dx. So that is why we have changed the dt values, basically curly t values to curly x square using the Schrodinger equation. So and after that, what I am going to do is just simply integrating the both parts, and I am getting this equation. Okay, so let's now define a new factor which is defined as S. It is known to be probability density current, or we can say flux. S curly S, which is a function of x and t. Because psi is a function of x and t, so S would also be a function of x and t. So this is equal to minus iota h cut by 2m. This whole part I have considered this. Okay. So suppose if it is sxt, then I need to impose the upper and lower limits. So this is x1 and x2. So this would give you that d by dt of p dx is equal to minus s x2t minus x1t. So this will give you x1 minus x2, S values at x1 and x2. So this is what I have. Okay, so as you can see that the integral, because we have just filled P as psi star psi, this integral is giving us the total probability of finding the particle between x1 and x2. Okay, so here what we have, here we have the rate of change of probability between x1 and x2. Okay, so you can see that the rate of change of probability is equal to the probability density current differences of x1 and x2. Okay, so it means Sx1t, it basically measures the rate of flow of probability into the region x1 and x2. S1 is entering here and S2 is entering here. Okay, so this is basically a conservation law, which actually gives you the fact that the change in the probability density current in a region is equal to net change in the probability current into that region. So here you have basically a conservation law of probability.